The next thing, الرفع من الركوع, standing up after ruku. Standing up after ruku. When you say سمع الله لمن حمده, that standing up is rukun, is fard for the madhahib, except for ahnaf it is wajib. Okay. When I gave you the list of wajibs of ahnaf, the 18 things, I did not mention that. And the reason I didn't mention that, I will say that is because some of the ahnaf, they say is sunnah, it is not wajib. And that's the very mashhur qawl. Actually, there are 3 qawls about this. The standing up after, there are 3 qawls about it in the madhab of ahnaf. One of it is from Qadi Abu Yusuf. He said it's fard, like the other madhahib. In general, some of the ulama of ahnaf, they say it's wajib, and some even say, which is more, you find a lot of them who say it's sunnah. Anyway, we are talking about what? Standing up after ruku. So that standing up after ruku is fard in all madhahib, except ahnaf, it says wajib. The difference is, if you didn't do it properly, or you left a part out of it, then you can do sajda sahu for it if it was unintentional for ahnaf. But the others, your salah will become void. So Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi and Imam Muhammad rahmatullah alayhi said, standing up after ruku and being straight, that's called i'tidal, to be straight. Once you are done ruku and you stand up, that standing up and to be in that position firmly, that's called i'tidal. That is wajib in Hanafi madhab and not rukun. Clear? The reasoning is exactly the same. The reasoning is exactly the same what we said earlier about ruku. That Allah, He mentioned ruku, Allah, He mentioned sajda, He didn't mention this as part of being fard. And the hadith which says حتى تطمئن, he says ثم ارفع حتى تعتدل قائما. The hadith in the same, the guy who Nabi Sallallahu was teaching him salah, he said to him, after ruku when you stand up, then be mu'tadil, stand in you. This hadith, Ahnaf say, whatever said here can become wajib, cannot become fard. Okay, because it's not mentioned in the Quran. The salah, the ruku and the sujood and qiyam, before ruku, that's all mentioned. So that's the agreed upon fard. And I told you the number of fard, the RUKN there are in the beginning, that there are 6 in the Hanafi madhab. So rest is just wajib. And same reasoning we had for ruku, here we will have for sujood as well, where sitting between the 2 sajda will be rukun for some madhahib, and then Ahnaf will say this is wajib, and some will say it's sunnah. Okay. So qiyam, ruku, sujood, it is fard. Anything else which is attached with them is wajib, not fard, because of khabar wahid, and then against it is nas of Quran. This also means that julus between the sajda, like I said, and the standing up after ruku will be wajib for Hanafi madhab, and rukun, and i.e. fard, for the other madhab. Okay. So what happens if someone knowingly, intentionally, between the 2 sajda, it doesn't sit properly? He doesn't sit. The sajda and doesn't come back up and doesn't have the sajda. What happens? Now, if this was done intentionally, all 4 madhab will say salah is void, because the 3 of them they say is fard, and so if you left the fard, your salah is void. And Ahnaf say wajib, if intentionally left, is same as leaving fard. Okay? But If it was done forgetfully, then you can do sajda sahu. Okay? But if it was intentionally, in any wajib, if it was intentionally, then you'll have to repeat the salah. Okay? So sitting between the sajda, some of the Ahnaf say is sunnah. And they would say that you will have, even if you don't do sajda sahu, your salah is fine. So, but if you look at the dalail, I am no one, but I think it should be wajib. Like some of the scholars of Ahnaf, they say it's wajib, and I think that's probably a stronger view in the madhab. Imam Abu Yusuf, the fatwa is not on that, but he says that's rukun, that's fard, sitting between the. But you can see that it's not something should be taken lightly. Okay. Just one more point. When someone is in Rukoo, those who say standing up is fard after Rukoo, the fard should be intended. What do I mean by that? If someone is in Rukoo and he sees a spider and he gets up and then stands straight like you would, the intention was not there to get up, but he got up because he saw a snake or scorpion or something, he jumped up straight. Even though this is action of salah, right? To stand up. But his intention wasn't there. So then that fard was not done. So those who say it's fard has to be intended as fard as well. Every action should be intended. If that makes sense. Yeah? Have I still got you or have I lost you? Yeah? Okay. Ask questions if you're not sure. Okay. So any fard, such as doing sajda, without remaining in his position for the duration of tasbih, then we're talking fard. Any fard, if you stay in his position, at least that you can do the tasbih of it in that position, your action is done. If you didn't stay that long, then the other madhab would say, or if it was intentional, all madhab would say your salah is void. If someone goes Allahu Akbar, Sami Allahu Hamida, like you see sometimes kids doing it, and very rarely you will see an adult do it, but if someone did that, that would make the salah void, because they went ruku and someone goes Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, that salah would be void. Even if you are Hanafi, because the wajib cannot be intentionally left. Yeah? That's everything for this part.